10 seconds left.
Alright, so in this video, I'll be talking about how
5 seconds and counting.
you play defense on border, because I know I've played with people, they think they know how to defend it, but in reality, not everyone knows how. So typically, you have your standard mirror set up right there, and then you can open this wall up if you want, if you choose to, because not everybody likes it, because you can see inside, but not really. It's whatever, preference, right? And you can also open up this hole in the floor, watch that window. People tend to go in to go for the mirror from below. So you always want to have somebody roaming downstairs, just because if you come from down here, you have an easy shot on the mirror that's typically right there. You just that, and that will cause line of sight from the outside in, and we don't want that, because if you do, for some reason, people just love to peek outside, and they will do whatever in their power to peek outside and die, and then complain why they die. So never do that. Always have somebody downstairs, and then typically you always reinforce these too, so you don't have people shooting you from that window. And then you're always going to reinforce these two also, so people don't rush you from staircase. If you want, if you have enough reinforcements, you can reinforce that wall too, so you don't take over offices. And if you're playing offices, you can typically open up this wall. Usually if you have like a, what's his face, Rook, someone with an ACOG, just hold this angle on that doorway, you could get a nasty easy kill right like that. And then you are also going to want to reinforce this wall so they don't have an angle towards the main door. What else? You might also want a pulsing underneath, just in case they try to go for default plant. C4 underneath. You also might want Legion. Legion's always my go-to. Like, if people always ask what operator do you need, I always say Legion, because you can never go wrong with Legion. He slows you down. You can't run with his Goomane in. Eventually, you'll take damage from it. Not instantly, but over time. And if you're already at 1 HP, and you take 1 damage, you're done. Like, 1 Goomane will do it. Right? So that's basically it for border. Well, you can also have this angle too, if you want that to be a little more aggressive. Or reload. Unless you open up this wall for whatever reason. Say they open it up, they Zofia it, or whatever. You can go underneath, and you can C4. Now the smoke is a lot lighter than the C4, so it'll reach reach farther. But typically, it'll land where default plant is, which is right in the corner right here. Now the smoke won't reach that, so I wouldn't recommend smoke with that. But if you have a C4, it would definitely kill someone. Unless you're playing smoke, you can toss in the corner. FX plant. You can't plant right here in the corner. Also, for this wall, if you want, you can play a mirror right here, but then you have to be careful of these staircases, because somebody just creep up on you and take you out with ease. Also, if you have a mirror here, you can open up this wall. It's great lines of sight, so when you're watching it, you can just see him come in, and then you can real quick. Alright, that's basically it for armory. Now, go down to workshop. Okay, here's a tip for the tagging. Usually, people, if somebody's injured, it's really easy to flush them out. You just, if they have an ADS, typically don't just throw a flashbang. If you have a Monty, have them push in here, bait them, push them, just kill them. It's really easy, bro. Like, it shouldn't be hard, right? Typically, they have all these walls reinforced or banded with them too. What I do is always, 99% of the time, I grab a Maverick, and then Maverick this little spot right here. Because when you do that, okay, you have a line of sight to where people usually play, and that rotation hole is always right there. So when you're doing that, freeze kill every time. Never fails, guaranteed. Try it out. Let me know what happens. Unless you get domed, then don't tell me. People usually always reinforce all 4 of these and 1 of these. And then go for hatches too, because unless you want to play hatch. But that's really risky because if they have top control, just open up lines of sight. And if you're in this corner where the rotation hole usually is, then you're done. Like, you're just done. And then you're gonna start crying. It's sad. Anyways. What I do when I play smoke on the site, I put a shield here. I put a reinforcement here to make sure nobody can wallbang me. Nobody can wallbang me through the window right here, because if you realize when you come out,
If you remain in this zone, you will be detected by hostiles.
I'm safe from it. Because the only way they can kill me is if they shoot through that wall. And they can't. And if you're playing here, somebody decides to peek you, pop up, easy kill. Also reinforce this wall so they don't have an angle on me through the left side. And all I have to worry about is my front. And up top if they leave that open. But typically they'll call out if somebody dies up there. And you also want to have a hole right here. You're going to be like, for what? If you're playing smoke, toss smoke, deny default plant. It covers a lot of area. So you might ask, okay, well if the cloud there? Easy. Hop onto here. I don't have any more smokes. But you typically throw it there, and that detonates, and they'll reach all the way up to over here. And what else? What else? That's about it. Unless, oh wait. Unless you're playing up top, that's different. If you're playing up top, you're gonna want this angle to be played. And you typically have a castle to castle that, and then that. But I wouldn't recommend castling this, because you can just castle this instead. And all you have to worry about is your back too, because even if... No, I would recommend castling that too. Because if you open this up, you have a line of sight towards main door. So, if anybody goes in through there, easy kill. What else? Also kitchen. Not kitchen, bathroom. Another doorway. Somebody goes in, easy kill. Typically nobody will expect you in this little corner, so if you hear somebody coming, just kill them easy. And the reinforcements you'll wind up here when defending up top. Well, when defending workshop or you're playing up top, is these 2 walls again. And then maybe this wall if you want, just to be safe. And you could open this hatch up too, if you want to drop down a flank. That's pretty much it for defending border. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe. Leave in the comments what map you want to see next. I'll break it down step by step and add in a few more angles, because I know I added some, but not all of them were in here. You gotta be careful with this angle though, because sometimes people can just pre-fire if you know it. So if I were you, I'd make more angles over here. I don't have any more shotgun bullets, but just so it won't be just one angle that they have to focus on. It has to be like this whole section. Yeah. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see another map or different angles or whatever. Alright.